I'm Malcolm Van Delst, and this is an excerpt from the Low Self-Esteem Reading Room, aka Loser, an experimental illustrated novella about a man losing his sanity. Last week, May's book continued with a series of stories and poems on the theme of being held hostage by a story. We're continuing with May's book. Black, 5. No relief, no sleep. Okay, sleep, but only a few fitful hours every few days. There's computers and codes I cannot break. There's dancing, which is a spot of bright color in this gray existence. That's it. That's all. Oh, there is Doris Lessing, Reddit, and Twitter. I started this writing as a sort of valve to take the pressure off my intense loneliness. It's working quite well, actually. Black, aka Man Dog Hill. There is a house. There is a dog. There is an old man. The old man's back is crooked. The house is on a hill. The hill is far from other houses, but not so far that you would call the man a hermit. The man is retired. The dog is retired. The dog used to solve crimes. Now they both spend their days in side projects. The old man likes to weave baskets from the grains that grow around his hut. The dog, well, the dog has many projects. The dog carries big bundles of grain stalks for the man. The dog solves minor, local crimes. Who stole my milk? The town, with its old-fashioned milk distribution, experienced milk theft. The dog nosed around, drunk teenagers, pets and big-ass bones, his reward. One day the old man looked across the hill he lived on to the mountains, rugged, white-capped, craggy spires far, far away. His hill is in a valley, the spires north, the town south, below. Beside the old man's hut runs a river down to the bottom of the valley. On this day, the wind blows. It ripples the grass. The wind creates a lulling sound. The old man looks at the spires. He sighs. Purplish black. Who am I? Where am I going? Focus, yes. Unfocused and relaxed when I need to be. Focused and tight when I need that. Focused and tight onto this page feels fucking great right now. My fingers fly. They really do. They don't tap, tap, tap. They move with little minds of their own. My thoughts are in my fingers. My fingers each have their own thoughts that they are revealing. I am super lady. I am happy lady. And this becomes dull. I am sad lady. I am weird lady. I am focused. Focus lady? It's strange that I can enjoy being here in front of the screen on my bed, propped halfway between sitting and lying, in pajamas, listening to my partner mumble to himself as he does whatever he's doing in our living room. Having barely gotten up today, just enough to do some boring stuff like get the internet working via phoning our ISP's tech support, then finishing the laundry that I started finishing while on the phone with tech support, the laundry that I started yesterday and probably wouldn't have finished today if I didn't get it half done while waiting for tech support to answer the phone and complete configuration tasks on their end, and while waiting for my laptop router and modem to restart after resetting or not configuration settings. It's strange that I can enjoy this. I'm lost. Lost lady. I'm lost in my bedroom. I'm identityless. Actors are identityless, and in being so, become some of the most loved people on the planet. I am future loved lady. There's something else. Something about being not free and being jailed by my own thoughts and perceptions. I wish I could remember. It was pretty pathetic, actually. I thought I was jailed by circumstance and upbringing, not seeing my own part in it or something, not seeing that I could leave any time yet didn't step through the boundaries, not because of my mother's voice in my head, but because of my own voice or my own, not thoughts exactly, but something deeper. Thoughts before they become thoughts, ideas before they become ideas, instincts, chemistry, or neurology, perhaps. My own unarticulated feeling for the world, both inner, from deep within, and outer, via fingers and feet mainly, but also skin, and via the other senses, nose, eyes, ears, mouth, and tongue. I picture this deep internal feeling as a black hole or an inversion, maybe with a Mobius strip quality. The internal feeling reaches back to externals, people, family. ancestors, all my relations. These entities pour into each human from some backdoor portal, creating a sort of goop that mixes with the goop of each person. The goops cannot be unmixed without killing the person who holds them. It's a human molten core that gets further mixed with the person's own actions, decisions, and way of life. The person's ancestors are their personal dinosaurs that become their fuel, or their ancestors are their water, tree, gold, codman, that's not the right word, coltan. When people, Christians, worship Jesus, is that their way of honoring their far, far away ancestors? Is it too difficult to remember all of the individual quirks of all those people, so we just remember their beliefs or what they loved? You are what you love and admire, not what you do for a living. The noble classes can read about their relations, the noble classes and perhaps the academics. I suppose that there are always weird, obsessed ones like my mother, whose brain is like a library of details regarding the lives of all the people around her and of her families born and married into. She doesn't write it down, though, so my nieces and nephews won't be reading about these relations for generations to come. Yes, my sense of being trapped seems to come from repeatedly trying to escape my own skin, like trying to make gold from copper, food from rocks, or something equally futile. Ugh, how do I get focused back? I lost that beautiful feeling, some sort of direct door bridge from my ancestors to this page. I don't know. I'd like I'd like it to be ancestors, though. I used to be fiercely opposed to that. It's all me, goddammit. It's me, me, me. I am not the product of my mother, her family, and her mothering. I am my own fatherfucker. Now, the concept of being connected through time to the very beginning, whatever that is, via my molten core, my soul, for lack of a better word, excites me. Perhaps my shrill and angry mother is finally diluted by my own additions to my goop. Perhaps because I've proven to myself that I can survive without talking to her, without depending on her for any sort of support, physical, emotional, or spiritual. Perhaps because I've survived all alone, and now I'm so intensely lonely, I want to connect with my family via some sort of spirituality that holds my past. And I want to be lost. When I'm lost, I say what I want. I don't worry about what you think. Hell, I don't worry what I think. I just am what I am, what I am. I breathe, eat, think. But as described before, it comes out in a sort of shortcut where my brain doesn't appear to function, direct from the molten core to the page, forged, words forged of soul, stamped into the white light via math and coltan, and well, a lot of other stuff. But yeah, direct from my soul. There's no responsibility in being lost, no anxiety. You are a queen. That's nice. I am lost. You're an artist. That's nice. I'm lost. You're a mother, programmer, doctor, nurse, lawyer, actor, garbage person. Being lost is better than being a half-assed graphic designer. A disillusioned designer who became a web designer to make more money and got lost. Lost in the gray tedium of code with no emotion. That's not entirely true. I wonder if I should start editing this mess. There really is nothing that I have to do today. Well, there's some boring documents to scan and email to my travel insurance. There's signing up for Crash Plan again. There's backing up my computer. May, if you could do anything in the world, what would you do? I'd buy my ticket to Hawaii and jet.